Hey guys, and happy Friday. It's a half day schedule today, so make sure you're getting to work, getting your stuff done early. We are going to be finishing somewhere around 12 o'clock today, so you guys can break for lunch. As we go through our day today, you're going to have your grammar quiz. You're going to have a spelling game day instead of having a spelling test this week. I told you guys we were in a review week and we wouldn't have a test. We're going to have a game day. I explained to you exactly where to go and what to do in the Google Classroom. If you have questions, please let me know. It would be fun to even get with a friend and try and play against them. See if you guys can have a competition of some sort. We can do that over Zoom as well. So then you guys have a math activity today, which is a multiplication game on the Google Slides. And I explain that in the video as well as I'll do it in Zoom. Also, I want you to double check your work by going into Google Classroom, clicking classwork, click view my work, and make sure you have nothing on the missing folder. So you want to check your missing folder and see if there's anything within the past few weeks that is marked as missing because I've checked it and maybe I'd returned it to you because maybe it was blank or it wasn't done correctly and I wanted you to get it right so you can get good grades. So, that's something that I continuously push for is for your grades to be tight. But like when we take a look at my grade book, I'm going through and grading your work all the time. And as I go through, I have like these boxes that I make when people don't finish their work. So, it's just really important that as I go through the grading, guys, that you're like getting the work done because, it's like wherever I have squares, those squares mean that somebody didn't do their work. So, we have quite a few people who have turned in work empty or they just haven't turned it in. Now, that's only a handful of people. Handful means like 5 people or so that like have done that. But, everybody's grade counts. And I want to make sure you're pushing yourself to get as much done as possible. I know this time is not the easiest, but I try and make it as easy for you as possible by making the videos so you can do it anytime you can, but also being on Zoom and teaching it a second time every day. So make sure that you're pushing yourself for hard work too. Take a look at our numbers today. So we have a new color that had to be added today. So I had to change some things around. The lime green will happen once somebody hits 50, but we had 3 people hit 40 today. So we had to change some things around. So Logan, Brody, and Amira, you guys are tied at 40 points for first place. Hannah, you're at 39 points for second place. Paul, you have 35 points in third place. Nathan, you're in fourth place with 32 points. Eliana and Anthony have 30 points. They're tied. And then we had a switch up in sixth place. Nehemiah came up with 24 points coming into the Zoom call today. And he was doing his extra math as well. So with that push from Nehemiah, that really got him up into the rankings. So now he's tied with Larson, Nehemiah, and Logan Reed. You guys are tied for sixth place. So keep pushing yourselves, guys. I've noticed a big push in our extra math, so I'm bringing that over right now. So extra math. If you take a look, you'll see how many people jumped in to yesterday, which is Wednesday, and then today, which is 2 days ago, which is Wednesday, and yesterday, which is Thursday. We definitely had a bigger push on Wednesday after I had a conversation with you guys about being honest about what your work is and that you're doing your work. It's still a problem. It's still something that we struggle with. So, make sure that you're logging in your extra math. There's still quite a few people that did not today. Now, let's go into, we did Tiger tickets, but let's go into how far you are along in extra math. Now, oftentimes you see these people that have like big red zones. Well, big red zones don't mean that these people are doing bad. It means these people are doing something challenging. So you can see our deep red zone and yellow zone is all the way up on the top of the list. Why? Because they're doing division, multiplication, or subtraction. So at this point in third grade, we want you to be pushing through addition, getting into those subtraction, multiplication, and division. By the end of this school year, you should be a master of all 4 of these basic skills in multiplication, division, subtraction, and addition. which is why I push so hard for you guys to master this, because I guarantee you in 5th grade, you're going to think back to your 3rd grade year and thank the extra math guy, even though he's so annoying. You're going to be like, man, that extra math guy used to race me and I used to race him. And every once in a while I get mad at it. But in reality, now I'm in 5th grade and I know all my basic facts because of that guy. So I'm telling you, keep pushing yourself, get through it. Look at these graphs. They're all on their way up. They're all moving up. So even if you're somebody like Logan who's been trapped at the top up here for a few days, that doesn't mean anything. That means that he's almost there. And all he has to do is show perfection in one round. So when I go into Logan's thing, he's about to go into social studies. I mean, he did 60 problems and he only got 2 wrong. And then he had 3 that were check marks. I mean, that's almost perfect. So as soon as he makes that perfect, he's going to move into social study, or going to move into social study. He's going to move into subtraction. So, he just needs to step it up a little bit and then he'll be able to get there. Now, what I will say to a lot of you guys about that is I see where you're working when we're in Zoom. And maybe you're working around some other people that are making noise. Maybe you're working in a place where there's a TV nearby or a window. And all it takes for you to mess up on a smiley face is for you to look over or look out a window or hear somebody talk. And all of a sudden you messed up your whole game. Yesterday when we were in a Zoom call, I had stopped sharing my screen when Elijah was doing his. And as soon as I did that, it took him out of it and it messed him all up because now his flow was messed up. So just make sure that you keep yourself in a place where you can focus really well when you're doing your extra math. So top earners so far, people who are like way on the top of their game when it comes to multiplication, division, subtraction, and addition. We have Amira, who's about to beat extra math completely. Like she'll never have to do it again because she'll beat it. She has 9 more points in division and she'll be done. Nathan, who's in multiplication, and he's more than halfway through it. Brody, who's in multiplication and more than halfway through it. Eliana, who's almost she's 3/4 the way through subtraction already. Chantal, who's more than halfway through subtraction. Janelle, who's made it to subtraction. Logan Johnson, who's about to beat addition. Hannah, who's about to beat addition. Hunter, who's about to beat addition. Larson, he's about to beat addition. Paul, he's about to beat addition. Logan and Mahogany with 82 points about to beat addition. And then you see some other people coming up above the halfway point. So when you guys see, you're almost halfway done your subtraction when you're above 50. So keep pushing yourselves for excellence, guys. You got to be consistent. If that means that you're like, look, I'm so close, like Logan Johnson, he was so close last week. This is like last week. He was reaching the top, and then he took the weekend off. And not that I want to say like, hey, you should work over the weekend, but think of how proud you'd be if you said, I'm going to just hustle over the weekend, stay consistent with it. And then by Monday, he would have graduated into subtraction, but taking 2 days off, you get out of practice and it's no different than any other thing like sports, running, soccer, hockey, baseball. The more you do it, the better you are at it. And the same thing goes for our brains when it comes to math and English. So anyway, I'm talking too much. I'll let you guys go. Get your work started. Have a great day.